Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Evan Orm, and I'm the Assistant Superintendent here at Terracotta Conservation Area. We are currently on the Vaughan Trail, and this is my video submission for Module 3. So the reason that we're planning a trail reroute of this section is, as you can see on the left-hand side of the screen here, we've got some erosion and scouring happening down the side of the trail. It's a hard packed clay surface. And a few years ago, we put in a French drain that over the years has filled in and become ineffective. You can also see here we've got some compaction and displacement from our RTV traffic. We did attempt a grade reversal here at the bottom of the slope, but as you can see, water's holding here quite a bit. So another issue that we run into is in the winter, a lot of our novice skiers that come down this section of the hill, they have some difficulties, and it presents some challenges that we'd like to try and avoid. So what we're going to be doing is rerouting this section of the trail to create a gentler slope and hopefully to meet up with the intersection of the other end of the trail that we will see at the end of this video. So as we continue up here around the corner onto the Vaughan Trail, we've got our newly flagged section. Now, skiers do come down this hill in the winter, so we did try to create a nice wide opening to allow for a gentle turn into this new trail. One thing right off the bat, when we clear this section, we've got two really nice mature white pines that will create a really nice gateway opening into this section of the trail. So we'll just start going through the bush here. One of the great features of the Vaughan Trail is using trees as anchor points, so we've tried to continue that through this newly developed section. There is a small creek that will cross the trail, so this is the only structure that we will be building for this portion. We're looking at a boardwalk of about 25 feet long by 8 feet wide. And we are talking about using concrete stringers, since this area does become very saturated in the spring. We've done our best to follow a curvilinear trail design, as you can see with the slope of the hill here running down towards the creek. So we are traversing across the grade. We may have to put in some points for erosion control and drainage. But we're going to try our best to outslope the trail so that everything can run off naturally. There's some larger rocks here in the middle of the trail that we might use as anchor points, depending on how the construction goes. And this section of the trail is running adjacent to a more open wetland area, which will have a nice view in the winter for skiers coming through. Again, we've got some bigger white pines as anchor points along the sides of the trail. Aside from removing a lot of the buckthorn and ash trees that are already dead, we're going to try and keep this trail as natural as possible and just removing what we need to produce the proper width. So this is where our trail will come out and meet the service road, and our intersection just on the other side. As you can see up here ahead where that signpost is, that's where we started our video. So it does make it a little bit challenging for new visitors traveling in this direction down the trail to know where they're going. And we'd like to try and keep them off of the service road as much as possible. So rerouting this trail will be a lot more of a direct path, and we will have, as I mentioned, one structure, a boardwalk that will be installed, and other than that, we're looking at trying to keep drainage and erosion down to a minimum. The whole purpose of rerouting this trail was to reduce the grade and create a more gentler slope and a more enjoyable experience on the trails. So that is where we're at right now. We had one of our ecologists come in last week to do a plant inventory and assess our route. So as soon as we have approval from that department, then we will be starting our construction. So thanks for watching if you've taken the time, and I appreciate any feedback or input. Looking forward to checking out everybody else's. Have a good one.